Well, a new poll on the presidential race was just released, and it was taken as the news broke that former President Donald Trump was being indicted on federal charges. And it shows his support among Republican voters has not taken a hit.
And as WBZ political analyst Jon Keller shows us, that's troublesome for the candidates trying to overtake him, like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
Parents have a right to know what curriculum is being used in their kids' school.
A Ron DeSantis applause line, minus the applause, during a recent New Hampshire campaign stop.
I pledge to be an energetic executive who will spit nails and fight the needed battles every single day.
And 3 weeks into his blitz of early primary states, the news is not good for DeSantis in New Hampshire, trailing Trump by 18 points after leading by 12 in a mid-January poll. What happened? DeSantis's fade coincides with a period of intense focus on Donald Trump's legal battles, which have galvanized GOP support for the former president to the point where even DeSantis feels the need to defend him.
Is there a different standard for a Democrat Secretary of State versus a former Republican president? I think there needs to be one standard of justice in this country.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
In this context, DeSantis's attacks on Trump, like this one, slamming him for failing to fire Dr. Anthony Fauci, seem to be falling flat, especially when it came out that these photos of Trump hugging Fauci were AI fakes. New Hampshire Republicans have been good to Trump, though after their losses last fall, DeSantis might find fertile ground for his time to move on pitch. Then again, Trump has some ammo of his own.
Unfortunately, instead of being grateful, DeSantis is now attacking the very man who saved his career. Isn't it time DeSantis remembers how he got to where he is?
Make America great again.
So it's amazing, for a short time, DeSantis really seemed to be sort of, the darling of the party, at least for a little while. So for challengers like DeSantis, and we know that there are others as well, how do they break through with all of the focus on Trump? And do you think all the news and everything that Trump is going through at some point might actually take a toll on his numbers?
Well, maybe it will, but maybe not, David. In the latest CBS News YouGov national poll, 61% of likely Republican primary voters said the new indictment won't change their view of Trump, with 14% said it improves their opinion of him. And 80% said Trump should still be able to serve as president, even if he's convicted in this documents case. So look, Trump's appeal has always been grounded in the grievances of the Republican base. If he can cast this race as himself versus deep state prosecutors, that could leave DeSantis and all the others out in the cold. As to your question, what can they do to break through? How about ardent prayer?
That's about it. That's all they have right
now.
The numbers say it's going to be tough. All right, Jon Keller, thank you so much.